Hey everyone, welcome to class. I'm glad you're online with us today. Remember, we do have our in-person classes, so try to get into those. But of course, these are also really good just to get that quick shot in the arm of your skills that you need for this cycle and getting it down. Remember, we are working regular sparring right now for our competition coming up in March. So make sure you jump in and you try to be a part of that. Our last one in October was just amazing. We had a great time with that. And so we're doing it again in March here. And I just can't wait to see you guys on the mat for that competition. All right. So we're going to get started right now. We're talking about leadership. Leadership is doing what you're supposed to do with, whether you feel like it or not. I'm a good example, whether I feel like being a good example or not. This applies to adults. This applies to teenagers. This applies to kids. Is I don't always feel like being a leader. Okay. Like, for example, if I don't feel like teaching class, well, then I wouldn't be teaching this class, right? I don't feel like it. I'm just not going to do it. Well, that's not leadership, okay? So being a leader means I got to do what I'm supposed to do, what I know I should do, whether I feel like it or not. All right, let's get started. And we're going to work our form today. We're going to work on some fast hand techniques, and we're going to talk about point sparring because I think there's a lot of great things that point sparring teaches us. All right, here we go. Face front. Can you bow? And Academy tends to begin. I will demonstrate leadership, strength, commitment, knowledge, respect, sir. And one more bow. All right, it's important to say those things out loud because we're reminding ourselves, what are we doing? If I'm not demonstrating leadership, strength, commitment, knowledge, respect, I'm just punching stuff, right? I want to make sure I understand that there's a flip side of the physical side, and that's the mental side. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get some jumping jacks, arms and circle these wide shoulders, and let's get 10 of them. Ready? Go for it. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. All right, you'll notice I'm favoring one side over another. I've got a really bad bruise on one of my heels, so I can't put pressure on it. So if you see me limping around, that's why, but we'll do this anyways. Here we go. Feet as wide shoulders, neck rotations. Good. Big circles with your head, stretching your neck muscles out and other way. Good. Excellent. Arm circles forward. I hope everyone's having a really good week. I know it's been snowy. If you're watching this when I'm shooting it, it's been snowy and icy this week, so hopefully you gotten outside and got to play. Good. Backward circles. Good. And back and forth across the body. Make sure you're trying to get into class, especially this next week, because stripe number 2, I believe, unlocks. Your sparring stripe unlocks next week. Good, up and down. Excellent. All right, very good, ladies and gentlemen. So what we have is rear stepping or backward stepping reverse punch lunges. It's a very long name. I just call them these things. Watch these things. So my left leg steps backwards to the left. My left arm punches to the opposite corner. So I step back, punch, get back up. Other side goes back, punch, and we keep on going. I'm going to set the time for 20 seconds and go for it. Drop back, punch 1. Good. We're going to go back and forth. Try to get a good rhythm going. Try to touch your knee, but don't hit your knee really hard. Good. Keep it up. 10 seconds down, 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Now, we're going to do a plus jump. So you've done these before, plus jump. So I'm going to have my heels off the floor. I go front, back, side, side, front, back, side, side. All right, so I'm going to set the timer again, 20 seconds. Ready, set, hold on, and go. Front, back, side, side, front, back, side. Whoa, my feet went in different directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, go front, back, side, side, front, side, side. Good, keep it up. 10 seconds down, 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, don't stop. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Good job. Now, we're going to add them together. So plus jumps plus these things. Here we go. So I'm going to go front, back, side, side, step back, punch 1, step back, punch 2, get back up, and do it again. Are you ready? 20 seconds on the clock. Go for it. Front, back, side, side, step back, punch 1, step back, punch 2, then get back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, step back, punch 1, step back, punch 2. Good. Keep it going. 10 seconds down. 10 seconds to go. We only have 8 now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a seat. We're going to sit down, our knees on the floor. We're going to sit back on our feet. This is called seated ankle stretch. You might not feel this stretch, but I'm actually stretching the shin, the muscles around my shin, okay? Even some of these muscles, and my ankles are stretching back a little bit. Plus, it feels good after all those moves. Roll your toes back, seated toe stretch. So, ball of my feet on the floor. I'm actually stretching my toes out. When I do a front kick or a roundhouse kick and I hit a board, I have to pull my toes back and just hit with the ball of my foot. It's the rounded part of my foot right under my toes. So not the back of my foot, that's my heel, but the other part. Good. Now cobra stretch. Hips down, shoulders up. stretching out our core and our back muscles. You even turn one shoulder forward, other shoulder forward. Good. This is a really good stretch to do after you do some sit-ups or crunches and stuff like that. All right, we're gonna go and roll over, have a seat. All right, we're just gonna do bent leg back rows for today. So hold on to your knees. We're gonna go back to your neck, forward again 5 times. Go for it. Good. Nice long motion back and forward. Don't stop halfway. Go all the way back and forth, okay? Good. When you know that leg straight, we're just going to stretch. So from here, as I stretch, it's very important that I don't just use my arms. So take your shoulders and lean as far as you can with your shoulders. Then reach with your arms. Then put your head between your arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, a little bit lower, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One leg straight, other leg bend behind you. Good. I said this a lot. Keep your knees away from each other. I don't want my knees to be close, okay? I want my knees to be away. And again, I'm going to lean my chest forward, reach with my arms, head down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, a little bit lower, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Other side. Good. All right. Lean into it. Reach with both hands, head down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, from here, we're going to take our right leg, cross it over, one leg cross over. Whatever leg is crossed over, I'm going to use the opposite hand to push off the leg, and I'm going to twist that direction, whichever way that knee's up. Good. All right, if you're a younger person, you might not feel this stretch, but it is doing something for your back. Switch it up other way. If you're my age, you know exactly why we're doing this. Good. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Whew. Good. All right, from here, we're just going to go straight out, legs out into a V, and we're going to get 10 side-to-side stretches. Ready? Go for it. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. All right, legs out a little bit further and stretching forward. Good, down the middle. You can grab both feet if you want to, or you can just lean down the middle if you want to. We're just going to get this low stretch. Whew, I can feel it. I can feel it. A little lower and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and butterfly stretch. Palms of your feet together, moving your knees up and down like butterfly wings, or you can push your knees straight down to the floor with your elbows. Either way is fine with me. All right, go ahead and hop up, get 5 more jumping jacks. I'm gonna grab a sip of my water, and then we're ready to roll on to the next part. Here we go. Good. Quick jumping jacks. 1, sir, 2, sir. All right. So we're gonna jump straight into our form. As we do our form, remember, when you train in martial arts, you have a dial. You wanna have a dial inside your brain, and you turn the dial to different parts of your training, and then you do the training different than the other parts. Here's what I mean. Right now, I want you to switch your dial to forms. So in forms training, when that dial is hitting forms, that means whenever I low block, I cross on top. Whenever I chop, I cross on top. Now, if I switch the dial and it goes to sparring, well, I don't hug. I just go from my sparring stance. Low block, chop. If I go self-defense, click it to self-defense, well, then I go from here, low block, chop, or punch, palm, whatever it is, okay? My hands are here, boom, boom, okay? A little bit different. If I go board breaking, I'm not going to low block a board, probably won't chop a board, all right? Well, then my technique comes out and it just looks a little bit different, right? So I want to click it over to forms. Forms I want to think about making it look pretty. I know it's kind of weird. Moves look pretty, but I do. I want to make them look really, really sharp. Okay, so we're going to start feet together, face front. Okay, bow. Our ready position is right hand, left hand. Okay, right hand on the bottom, left hand on top. Why is the left hand on top? And the answer is, you should know this, every form I do starts with the left. So by putting my left hand on top, I'm just reminding myself which side to go first. Here we go. Follow along with me as if you're standing behind me, because right now you kind of are. Here we go. Take your left arm and hug it on top. We're going to low block with it. Cross on top again with it open. Chop. Now, black belts, you guys have a twist kick. We're going to talk about twist kick in a minute, but everyone else, you guys have a side kick. So twist kick for black belts, side kick for everybody else, then back arm punch. So this is the opposite hand, then did the low block and the chop. Now I come back together, I cross that arm on top, and I low block with it. Then I recross it, chop. Then I side kick with that leg. Then I punch with the opposite hand. So the low block, chop, and side kick are all with one side of the body, and the punch is with the other. All right, we have 3 more moves in section 1. Here we go. Ready, stance. Left hand's on top. Left hand hugs on top. Low block. Cross it again. Chop. Lift your leg up. Side kick. Other hand punch. And this isn't a good front stance. That's very important for the next part. All right, I'm gonna move over a little bit so you can see me better. Come back together. Right side. Low block. Right arm. Chop. Notice my feet are all the way together here. Twist kick for black belts. Side kick for everybody else. Back arm punch. Now, from here, I put my right hand. Remember, towards your screen right now is forward. Take your right hand, put it behind your ear like you're trying to listen to somebody. Then as you turn your toes towards the screen, this hand's going to do an inner chop. So it looks like I'm holding a tray or a pizza, okay? Now I take my other hand behind my other ear. I'm going to step into the same thing, inner chop. Palm up like this. Now from here, I take my hands, I grab the watermelon. I bring my back knee up. Ayah! Strike the watermelon. Feet together facing that way, okay? Now, if you're in the Warrior Kids class, that means you're in 4th grade or below 4th grade, and you're a white, yellow, orange, or green belt. That's the only part you have to know. You don't have to know anybody else or anything else, okay? So you can stop there, you can rewind that and watch it again, or you can do it again with me because we're going to do section 1 again, but you don't have to do section 2 or 3, okay? We are going to go through section 2 in just a moment, though. All right, so low block chop, side kick punch. Say it with me. Low block chop, side kick punch. We do it twice. Then chop, chop, knee. It's important because the next part, section 2, has a rhythm of its own, and it's very similar, okay? So say it out loud with me. Let's go. Here we go. Say it out loud. Say low block, chop, side kick or twist kick, punch. Come back together. Low block, chop, side kick or twist kick, back arm punch. Hand behind your ear, inner chop 1. Notice I didn't step, I just turned my toes. Step, inner chop 2. Back leg knee strike. Ayah! Feet come together. All right, that's important because we talked about this in class this last week. Whenever one foot steps together, that means it's the other foot's turn to step out, okay? So, section 1, low block chop, side kick punch. Low block chop, side kick punch, chop, chop, knee. Now, we have section 2. It's going to be low block, palm kick, low block, palm kick, punch, punch, knee. Low block, palm kick, low block, palm kick, punch, punch, knee. Similar, but different, right? Okay, so again, if you're a white through green and you're a Warrior Kid, you don't have to do this part. You can if you want, I guess, but you only have to do the first part. So you can practice that first part a couple more times, or you can fast forward to the next part of class, okay? So here we go. We're facing this way. You're looking at your screen, but now we're going to turn away from your screen, so you have to look at me over your shoulder. My right side is right here. My left leg just did a knee strike and landed together. That means my right leg steps out, right arm hugs, low block. So you're going away from your screen now. You look over your shoulder, low block, palm strike. All right, we have a back leg front kick. If you're a brown belt and above, it's an axe kick. If you're a black belt or above, it's a front kick, axe kick combo. So the kick is a little bit different. Okay, so if you're not a brown belt yet, front kick, landing in front. If you are a brown or red, axe kick, landing in front. Or if you're a black belt, front kick, axe kick, landing in front. Okay, so let's do this part again. Together, right leg steps out, hug, low block, palm, whatever kick you have. Now this arm hugs on top, and I land low block, palm, same kick you just did. Land, back arm punch 1. Hop, switch legs, back arm punch 2. Now it's the right leg's turn to knee strike. Feet land together facing this way. So again, you're going away from your screen for that part. So for the first part, facing the front, going towards your screen. Then face this way. We're going to hug our right arm on top. Step away from the screen and low block with the right. Palm strike with the right. Then whichever of those kicks you have lands, and low block with the same arm you palm struck with. The front one matches the leg you just kicked. Palm strike. And then again, whichever kick you have. Back arm punch 1. Hop, switch, back arm punch 2. Hands come up. Ayah, knee strike and yell. Yes, don't forget our yells. That's one thing in classes that we're noticing is a lot of you guys are getting shy and we're not doing our yells because you're used to doing your classes online in your house. Hey, mom or dad says you got to keep it down there, okay? But when you're allowed to yell, ayah, get your yell out. Okay, our yell is our warrior signature. Our warrior signature. And so I would know when way back when my students were competing, I could hear them at a tournament I could hear their yell, I would know who it was. It's their warrior's signature, okay? That loud "Ayah" is that signature, okay? Awesome job. Again, our stripes are going to start unlocking this next week. Now, we're going to transition from there into some point sparring stuff. Then we're going to finish up with some speed hands, okay? Some fast hands. Fast hands in self defense are extremely helpful and board breaking, okay? But we're going to go into sparring. So if you're a white or yellow belt, you don't have to spar, like you don't have to exchange back and forth, but you do learn these sparring skills. So we're going to work on some of these sparring skills so we can get that down. All right. So first thing we're going to work on here is how we stand and move in sparring. I don't care if you're a third-degree black belt or if you're a white belt. Standing in your proper stance is the first step to being good at something in martial arts. Okay. So I'm going to turn sideways. I like my left leg. So my left leg is going to be in front. If you like your right leg, then you want to put your right leg in front. Okay, so my left leg is in front. My body's facing you. I'm going this way though. Okay, see the knot on my belt's facing you. This hip and this shoulder pointed that way. That's very important. I never want to be open like this. I'll show you towards you. I never want to be open like this when I'm sparring. See how somebody can easily kick or punch me? I want to turn. Okay, so my weight is over my back leg. The reason my weight is over my back leg is it makes my front leg much faster. Okay, so hip, shoulder facing you, your hip, shoulder facing me. This hand is up in front of this ear. See my ear? No, you can't because this hand's up in front of it. Okay, my other hand goes in front of the other ear. That way I don't block my vision. Okay, my hands are up above my shoulders. See that? Not down here, above my shoulders and in front of my earlobes, and my elbows are in, not out. If you can do this, then you are going to be good at sparring. If this part's hard for you, then the rest is going to be hard also, okay? So our hands are up. All right, so what we're going to work on from here is a leading leg roundhouse kick, and we're going to work that into a slide, okay? So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. So my hands are up. I'm already leaning back. See my shoulder, how I was leaning back a little bit? I'm going to lift my knee, put my foot behind my back, kick, and set down again, all right? So lift my knee, hide my foot, and kick. It's that easy, okay? Now notice my other foot is doing this. That's called pivoting. If you can pivot, that's like next level kicks. That's like black belt level kicks for sure. Okay, and that's important for later. So here, lift my knee, hide my foot behind my back. If you can pivot and kick. Now the beauty of this kick is it doesn't have to be high. It does have to be above my belt though. Okay, so my hands are up. I'm gonna lift my knee, hide my foot, pivot, boom, kick and down. Good, lift, boom. The faster you can do that, the better for point sparring because once your partner sees you coming, they're gonna move. Okay, good. Go ahead and get 5 more of those for me on either leg. You can do both legs or just one side. Go for it. Good. Hands are up. Lift. Execute that kick. You're going to get 5 on that side. Again, it should be your better side because that's the side we're trying to improve for competition this next month. Good. So hands are up. Get 3. Good. 4. Time for 1 more. All right. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to try a slide round kick. Most times, your partner's not going to be close enough to you for you just to kick them. Okay. If they are, you're a very lucky person. But to get closer, we do what's called a slide. So now I'm going to lift my foot, hide my foot behind my back, lift my knee, hide my foot behind my back. I'm going to pivot and then watch. I just slide, okay? My ball of my foot just slides. Now, if you're on a hard floor or slippery floor, please be careful, okay? Carpet should be okay, all right? So again, hands up, elbows in, lift the knee, hide the foot, pivot, slide. Let's do this a couple times. Lift the knee, hide the foot, pivot, slide. As I pivot, I'm just gliding the ball of my foot across the floor, just a couple of inches. So hands up, lift, hide, pivot, add the kick. All right, good. So notice I'm not moving this foot, then lifting my kicking leg. No, 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 because that would be a hop kick, and that's not what we're doing, okay? I'm lifting the kicking leg, then sliding as I execute the kick. All right, good. Hands up, lift, slide, kick. Good. Here we go. Lift, slide, boom, kick. Good. Get this a couple more times, and then I have a harder challenge for those of you that want to try something a bit harder, okay? Good. A couple more. Get that slide kick. Remember, you're the one competing. Make sure you're working on it. Get that move down. This is a great one to chase after your partner with. 5 seconds left to practice that slide round. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Now, from here, we're going to do another one, okay? But my knee's going to stay up in the air. So I pick my knee up, slide 1, slide 2. Now, it's harder to do this slow motion, okay? So it's actually easier going fast. 1, 2. All right? Now, from here, as I land, again, I told you this is going to be a harder level. So if you need to just do one, that's okay. I'm going to back fist with my front arm, punch with my back arm. And it's going to look almost like I'm hiding under my back fist, okay? So watch. Lift, slide 1, 2, back fist, punch. Get back. All right, this is like a grade A, amazing 5-star sparring combo here. Ready? Hands up and go for it. Lift. 1, 2, back fist punch. My back fist is done with my front hand, and then the punch with the back hand. Here we go. Good. Hands up and slide. 1, 2, back fist punch. Get back. Good. Hands up. Slide. 1, 2, back fist punch. Good. And back. We're going to get this 2 more times together. Ready? And lift. 1, 2, back fist punch. One more time. Hands are up. Good, lift, slide. 1, 2, back fist punch. So the goal may not be even to hit them with the round kicks. The goal might be to get them backing up and blocking the round kicks. Then they block the back fist, and then you get that punch. It kind of sinks in underneath the rib cage. Okay, not let it hit, but we do want to try to touch. Some people, especially kids, are like, I don't know how hard I'm allowed to hit. Well, imagine the game tag, but with punches and kicks. So when you play tag, you shouldn't get hurt and you shouldn't injure somebody else, right? Unless it's an accident. And then you say sorry and you help them back up and you keep going. But when I spar, I want to control my moves so I can kick and punch and touch just like in tag. That's how close, that's how hard you want to try to get your partner, okay? Not hard at all, but also not missing, okay? So that's a great sparring combo to engage your partner and work that. The other thing I want to challenge you on is when you're in class is working really hard on blocking and counterattacking, okay? So let's work a block counter drill that I like a lot coming from somebody kicking at me with a front kick or a side kick. So hands are up. All right, we're going to drop that arm down. Of course, we're going to low block, right? Remember, low blocking would mean they're kind of, oh no, they got blocked. They land right here next to me, okay? So I'm going to low block, chop high twice, side kick to the body. And again, this is one that's really good because as I low block, they get off balance. So they're trying to get their balance back. Then I'm chopping towards their head. Where do their hands go? They go up. As I'm chopping at their head, I side kick to the ribs and sneak it in there for a free point. Here we go. Let's do it a couple times. Ready? Hands up and drop it down. Low block, chop, chop, side kick. Good. Here we go. Low block, chop, chop, side kick. Remember, this should be your favorite leg in front, but if you want to switch and practice your other leg, you're more than welcome to, of course. Remember, this is all also on the same side. Here we go. Hands up. And they come at me with a front kick. I low block. Bring my hand up. Chop. 1, 2. Lift that same leg. Boom. Side kick sneaks underneath. Good. Do that a couple more times. And make sure your other hand stays up. So if I low block, this hand stays up. Chop. 1, 2. This hand stays up. Boom. Side kick to the body. Good. Keep on going. You have 3 seconds left. Try to do it one more time. 3, 2, 1. All right. Nice job. Nice job. So I'm looking at my cheat sheet. Next week, stripe 2 unlocks. So we are going to be working point sparring, okay? But to get your sparring stripe, the 3 main things we're looking at. 3 main things. Your guard position, okay? Your sparring stance. Then the moves you're doing, are they your level or are they too low for your level? Or are they higher than your level, which would be okay? If I'm a black belt and all I'm doing is front kicks and punches, not good enough, right? But if I'm an orange belt doing front kicks and punches pretty good, that's good enough, all right? So it just depends on what belt you are of how advanced the moves are that you do, okay? Then from there, the third thing that we're looking at is your control, okay? Your control and your focus. So not hitting people, not missing people, not kicking below the belt, those types of things. So if we see those things in your point sparring next week, you get your sparring stripe. Very good. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to close up this class right now, but I'm going to do a quick drill to work on the twist kick. So if you're a brown belt and above, I highly recommend you stick around and do this drill, and you can do it on both legs. We're just going to focus on one, but black belts, you definitely should stick around and do this drill because you have this twist kick in your form, okay? The rest of you guys, awesome job. Can't wait to see you back in class. Brown belts and above, we're taking it to the floor. I'm going to lower this down. Go ahead and have a seat wherever you're at. Dun, 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 dun. This is going to be very quick, and sorry if you're getting motion sickness. All right. So if you've ever done this drill with me in class before, you probably know what I'm going to do. We're going to focus on just one leg right now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my left leg, I'm going to point my knee 90 degrees to the side of me, okay? My left foot is all the way on the mat, and my knee is, again, pointed at that wall. I'm going to keep the edge of my foot on the floor like it's on a rail. So my foot can't come off the floor, my toes can't come off the floor, and I'm just going to straighten my leg and point my toes behind me. Again, see my toes? I don't want them to be up like this. I want them back like this. So bend your knee, straighten your knee. Keep your foot on the floor. Bend your knee, straighten your knee. One more time. Bend your knee, straighten your knee. All right, now once you have that, I'm going to lift my leg 1 inch above the mat, and I'm going to do the same thing 1 inch above the mat, except at the end, my pinky toe touches. So I go here, touch. Good. A couple more. Touch. One more. Touch. Now, once I have that motion down, if I don't have that motion down, keep working it, stretch it out, get flexible, and that'll help you, okay? Now, I take that leg, I go out with my heel, in, okay? Think of a bell ringing, okay? Ding, ding, ding. Here you go. So I'm gonna go in, I'm sorry, out, in, out, in, out, in. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go out, in, and twist. All right, that's the motion of twist kick does. Out, in, twist. I want you to point my toes that way. Here we go. Out, in, twist. Good. So that is your twist kick. So when you stand up and do it, same thing. Bring your ankle out, bring it in like you're ringing a bell, and twist that kick over. Awesome job. And again, can't wait to see you guys back on the mat this next week as we unlock that sparring stripe.